Alright, what's up, and guys? Welcome home to Duty's Daggers. Please subscribe to the channel. Look down there and make sure that you are subscribed. And my Instagram is Duties_Daggers. Today we're talking about Asher knives, particularly the Asher Spiro, which all three here on the table are. They're all Spearos. Now, I recently did a video about this knife. I had recently gotten it on a second sale, and really didn't like it very much at all. I made that apparent in the video, and a couple people reached out and said that their other stuff, particularly their titanium frame locks, were much better. And so Will reached out to me and sent me two of these to check out. So these are both Spearos as well. One is just a thumb stud and fuller. One is just the deployment hole, but they're all Spearos. It's kind of confusing looking on their website. Maybe just because I'm not up to, I don't know their knives, but to an outsider coming in looking at their website, it's really confusing because they're all the same knife. They all have the same name. But it's not just the deployment methods that are different. We have like different clips, different, pivot collars, not pivot collars. So it's kind of weird. But these are all the Spearo. This was first. This was an early design, and apparently it was done by an OEM that they no longer use. And these two are OEM'd by Petrified Fish. So in handling these, I can notice a difference. They definitely feel better, for sure. I mean, of course they're gonna feel better. They're full titanium, but there's a lot of other things that I like as well. Like, well, first let's talk about the things that I didn't like about this one. And it was pointed out to me that I was judging a knife and mentioning things I didn't like about it, while it being a second, and that wasn't fair, because I was judging a knife that I got as a second knife. But all the things that I complained about were things that had nothing to do with it being a second. The lock bar access, the saber grind instead of a full flat grind, the huge clip that I didn't like, the overall design that just didn't really jump out at me, the blade to handle ratio. So these are all things that have nothing to do with it being a second, and so that argument doesn't work. Floki's whining. Let me let him out real quick. Every time. So let's look at this one first. This one's got titanium scales. I really like the stonewash on the scales. It looks real nice. Got a little pivot collar there. Got some blade movement. Let me see. Let's see if I can tighten that up here. No, I'm still getting... There's some blade rock on this. This way, not this way. It's actually this way. So that's a problem with the lock bar. Probably hear it. But these have been used, so I'm not gonna judge it on that. They're not brand new. So we have the thumb stud and the fuller. The fuller you can get to for the reverse flick pretty well. The detent strength feels pretty good. Pretty snappy. I like that they use thin blade stock. That's something that I really like. That's nice and thin blade stock, so that's sweet. I like the clip on this one much more than these other ones. Kind of wraps around the top. It reminds me of the little Benchmade clip. It's not touching the scale here, but again, it's a used knife. It's a user, so it's not brand new. Can't judge it on that either. Geared backspacer, a little hidden lanyard post. Lock bar access isn't great on this either. They didn't give you any cutout whatsoever. But it's a little easier to disengage than this one. The next one here, same thing. Lock bar access isn't great at all. There's no access actually, but it's fairly easy to push over. So I can't ding it too much because it's easy to push over, but a little access would be cool. This one has, I like the sharpening choil better on this one. It's a little bit more of a tight radius plunge grind on this one here. But both aren't horrible. Let's see. Yeah, it actually gets a little thick there. This one's good though. I like this one. I like the blade shape. I like how the tip kind of points down. It's real nice. Can't tell if it's a different shape on this one. It seems to be a little different, but I can't really tell. It's a comfortable handle for sure. This one we have movement as well. Side to side and front to back. Let's see. Oops, wrong one. Tighten that up a little bit. Okay, no more side to side. Still got front to back though. Perfectly centered. So again, these are users. I can't really judge that, but it's disconcerting. Is that the right word? Is that even a word? It doesn't really give me confidence in buying one of these. If both of these knives have front to back play. This one's significant. This one a little bit less, but it's there. So I don't know what's up with that. Who knows? These are all S35VN blade steel. Let's see what the blade stock thickness is and behind the edge thickness. I'm wondering if it's close to a TRM. Pretty close, actually, yeah. 0.09, I think. What's a shadow? Let's see. I think it's pretty close to the same. 0.089. So real close. Almost as thin as blade stock as a shadow. Yeah, it's a little thicker, you can see that, but pretty close, so that's cool. That's very nice. These should be nice and slicey. Again, I like the blade shape. I like how the tip's kind of pointing down from the handle. That should be nice for, you know, draw cuts and the slicing. The clip on this one is, not a huge fan. But at least it's skinnier, width-wise than this one. But it's the same kind of clip. But they did inset it, and they did use flat-headed screws on this one, so that's good. So yeah, I definitely noticed a difference in the quality for these titanium ones. They feel better, much better. I don't know. I don't know. I was hoping to. I haven't messed around with these at all. I literally just took them out of the packaging. That Will sent them to me in. So I haven't messed around with these at all. This is my first time really looking at them. And I don't know. I don't know what I expected. I thought maybe I would want to buy one maybe after handling these. That play is just tripping me out though. It's really odd. If I shove the lock bar in that way a little bit, like I put pressure on it, then it goes away. So it's a lock bar issue. See how you can push it in. Anyways, I feel bad, dude. I really don't like saying negative things about knives. Maybe I shouldn't even release this video. I don't know. These are used, so I can't really, you know, you can't fault it for having play if it's not brand new, right? But them both having the issue? I don't know. Anyways, you know, take it with a grain of salt. These are used. as I keep saying over and over again. But they do have some play in all directions, mostly this direction, which is not good. This way, maybe you need to tighten the pivot a little bit, whatever, but this way is it's an issue with the interface between the lock bar and the tang there. So there you go, folks. Asher knives, the Spearos. Thanks, Will, for letting me check these out. And that's it. Adios, dudes. Like the video. Later. What's happening? So I'm sitting here working on some leather things after making the Asher video that you just saw. I was just talking to the guy that sent me the knives. I wanted to know if that blade movement had developed over time, or if it was like that when he first got them. He said no, it had developed over time. When he first got them, they were solid. So that's good. Don't know how long he's had them. I think one he got used, one he had for maybe a year, maybe 2 years. So, like I said, they have been used. The fact of the matter is, they have play now, but they didn't at the beginning. Brand new. So, I just wanted to clarify that, and do whatever you want with that information. That's it. Later.